Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today I'm excited to talk about the Atlas Stationery Hollywood subscription box. I am going to open this right now. This has actually been pretty exciting. The anticipation of seeing what inks are they going to use for this month's ink box, but they call it the Hollywood Stationery box. So we all kind of know what are the items that come in. You get your order information, and then you get the Atlas Stationery card. And I'm not quite sure what this is on the back. They started to write things on the back. Usually they write a note, so I'll have to look into why they have a number on there. But here are all the goodies, and I guess they're sticking with 4 inks again. Ooh, I'm excited. Some good inks in here. So let me do face down and we will open this up. Okay, friends, we're going to get straight to the point. I have my dip pens, my notebook, the inks, some water, and a square. I will talk about that in a second. So let's get into this. And interesting. Ooh, interesting. I'm excited of all these colors because, first of all, I don't own any of them. Second of all, there's 4 bottles. So they are sticking with the theme of 4 bottles, I'm guessing. That's exciting. More bang for your buck. So let's start here. It is the 12th. It's Saturday. And I've been using this as like my ink journal for doing random notes, jotting down thoughts, journaling, and even drawing. But for today, I'm going to use today as just like an ink swatching page. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm trying to get used to this new angle because I had to change my phone from the left side to the right side. Anyway, first bottle is Pen Gallo Oro Yellow Gold. And I don't have any Pen inks. Now this color seems very, very light. It's a little worrisome, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm also going to get a little pipette so that I can easily pull some ink and try it the Karina way. So this is a glass bottle, very pretty and elegant looking, and just gonna get a little in here. And then, let's see, set this down. And I wanted to use this to make a square. Is this going to work? No, it's not. Well, kind of. But it's definitely going to drip and make a mess. So another way to do it is to use like a bottle like this, like a round top, and then just swirl it around. I'm pretty sure many of you have seen her videos. So yeah, so this is, sorry, kind of all over the place. Let's dip this in. So this is Pen Gallo. So definitely a yellow orangey color. I hope it's as punchy as it is on this paper, as it would be in an actual fountain pen. That is the question. So when I know, I will let you know. Or if you're more familiar with inks like this, or this ink in particular, let me know. So next bottle is going to be Wearing Gold. And so far, I would say I do like Wearing Gold, but sometimes I've come across already with the limited amount of bottles I have that they can be light and unlegible to, I have a blue one that has some shimmer, and it was a lot lighter than I imagined, and it was very difficult to read. This is an interesting color. There is some shimmer at the bottom, so I tried to swish it around a little bit. Wearing Gold. And this is a long name. The autumn night after 1,000 years. It looks like it can shade very well. It has some really deep yellow or greens and grayish. It's like a gray green to me. And then it also has some really light shading. So I like really saturated colors. I could see the more saturated green, but I'm wondering how it will show in the fountain pen when there's some really light shading as well. But here is that shimmer. Next, I'm going to open this one. It is from Emotions, called Kindness Pink. I have never heard of this brand. It reminds me of Monteverde bottles. Oh, it's Monteverde. Interesting. It just doesn't really say that except on the paper, which is right there. Okay, is this a vibrant, bright pink or a muted pink? That is the question I have in my head. So let's see. Actually, this is really pretty. It looks pretty, at least right now. Okay, so this is Monteverde. I like how the ink really grabs onto the nib versus some of the other ones. This one seems like it's like a wet ink, whereas the other ones felt a little dry or just normal to dry. This one seems very wet. Emotions. I don't know if that's like a different brand name. And this one is called Kindness. But yeah, oh yeah, it feels like a very wet ink. So I can see some Barbie pink in there. Some of the lighter colors, more Barbie pink to me. And then some of the darker color is more like a maroon pink, leaning a little more purple. So, and that's just what I see. So this is interesting. I like it. I feel like I won't get bored of it. So next is Ferris Wheel Press Ruby Royal Flush. I don't have this ink. This is in one of those miniature bottles, which are like so cute and irresistible in a sense, and also like way too small in my opinion, but it's very cute. Packaging is always on point with Ferris Wheel Press. And let's see, this is definitely difficult to ink up a pen with unless you just use the converter or you use a different way, maybe a vial or a syringe, I mean. But yeah, it would be very difficult to ink up a pen with putting the nib in there. Whoa, this was taking forever to come up and it caught the whole chunk of glitter. Yes, it's still, see, it caught a whole chunk of glitter at the end. Okay, let's put that back in there. Okay, that's kind of a lot. Very, I don't know. It seems very wet, kind of like the last ink, but we will see. Maybe I just use a lot. Okay, so it's quite difficult to even put this nib in here because it doesn't go all the way down. So we have that. It looks like an L, making it an F. Ferris wheel. This seems like a very wet ink as well. Very saturated. It's really pretty. I put way too much on this page. It's going to take forever to dry. This is on Tomoe River paper. Ruby Royal Flush. Nice. So I'm going to give it a minute and let these dry, and then we'll come back and just take a look. Okay, so it's dried almost. There's a few spots that are wet, but you can at least see what's going on. So this Pineder Giallo Oro has some really nice shading to it. The Waringal, the Autumn Night After 1,000 Years, has some shimmer. You could see some blues on the Tomoe River paper, and it's like a gold shimmer with this, I guess it's like a warm green, like a misty green, I guess. Then the Monteverde Emotions is really pretty pink. It has shading and it's actually really juicy. The Ferris Wheel Press is gorgeous. I wasn't expecting all of these colors and it's hard to capture. So there's some gold shimmer, there's green sheen, and this pinkish maroon undertone color. And then even in the letters, I see more of, actually I see all three things. So I do see the green sheen and then like a little bit of shimmer glitter in there. Now, I was waiting for this to dry, and during this time, even though it's still not really dry, this is on 52 GSM to my river paper, I decided to ink up a couple of pens. So the pens I've inked up are these two. We have an Esterbrook and we have a Tailored Pen Company fountain pen. And I really wanted to know about these two inks because they felt very dry. So what I've done is do a little mini writing sample here. So with my Tailored Pen Company, this is in the English Garden, and I have a Franklin Christoph Sig medium nib on here. And it wrote a little bit dry actually on another Tomoe River paper. And so I think it's legible. You know, you could see some really interesting shading, and it felt more wet when I did like a little smear test, but writing it, it's still a little bit dry. Now, on the back side, I also tested the green ink from Wearingeul, and I felt like this is like the perfect match. So this is the Esterbrook Evergreen ST, and it has a Palladium journaler nib in the medium size. I don't know if this nib is always in the medium size, but it actually wrote really well. So it's not as dry as it felt initially, whereas the Peniter Yellow Gold felt more dry. This one has a nice shimmer to it, and I don't know, I really enjoyed the writing with this ink. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts about these inks. Would you purchase them? Are you considering trying out this subscription? I am really excited about this month because these are all colors I don't have. And these are definitely colors I would use in my fountain pens. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And I want to thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.